No slurping of tea.
Hello, and welcome to Anaiya Sophia.
Hi, Liz.
How are you?
Really good.
Good.
Really good.
I feel like saying to everyone, I've got you. Got you 10 and 15 minutes to talk to you about what you're doing, because I've just got to share with everybody, I did an amazing interview with you about 7 or 8 years ago.
And some more. Maybe even 10.
You're kidding me. I did an interview with you a long time ago.
Okay, let's say that.
And it was a great interview, and I'd met you prior to that, years prior to that, and I'd loved your energy, and I did a great interview, and you told me everything you'd been up to, and it was fascinating, and it had loads of views. And then YouTube decided to just cut all of my videos and take them away, and we're not going to dwell on that. But I've got you again. So what are you up to? What are you up to?
Well, right here, right now, I'm in the middle of a 3-day sacred body awakening with a bunch of Dutch ladies.
Wow. Dutch ladies are out there doing their thing, definitely.
Yeah. Luckily, because of our B&B, we've got a lovely little sort of temple room where people can come and stay. And of course, because it's our house, there's this added feeling of home.
Yeah.
You know, we've got 2 dogs, we've got a cat. It's very normal. And so it just instantly puts people at rest and ease, because they know it's safe. No one's going to abruptly turn up.
Yeah, I get it, because my studio where I do all my stuff is at home, and it makes such a difference.
Yes.
You know, you start to create the vibe, and it builds and it builds. How lovely.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm really curious to know what you're doing. Like, there's something you're doing in August, September time, and I was really interested in coming along to it. Can you tell me about that?
That's this. It's something called Sacred Body Awakening, and at the moment it's a woman-only immersion of somatic sacred touch upon the woman's body, so that she really can get into those places where she feels guilt, shame, remorse, regret, compare, contrast, aging. That's the latest subject. I'm nearly 50. So aging.
60.
Aging is now my new best friend. So it's that, Liz. It's I've been hanging around, probably like you, a lot of Tantra circles, a lot of Tantra teachers, a lot of Tantra processes.
I haven't, interestingly. I haven't. You've done a lot more than I, and Shakti Sundari and all of those Tantra people. I've veered away from it because my first intros into it triggered me into quite a bit of trauma through sound. So I've worked with sound a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's the thing. I went along, you know, in different continents, and kind of said to myself, why is no one else mentioning the elephant that's in the room? You know, there was just something there in many countries of just something icky, something just simply not right. There's no other way.
Yeah, absolutely. I've written about this in the book. I totally agree, and I think so many of us have thought this. Yeah.
And so I decided, I'm just going to create a welcoming space for ladies, for myself, to absolutely go there, knowing it's in these sort of group community gatherings where genuine awakening happens. It's not with a teacher, it's not with some sort of guide. It's together. It's like human to human, woman to woman, friend to friend.
I think that must be why I'm drawn to it. I mean, I've always been inspired by you. I don't get inspired by a lot of people. I often inspire myself, and you have inspired me right back in the beginning, when you just stopped teaching Kundalini and you just went off, you were following your path, and that had impact on me. You know, things happen in your life, and that was one moment when I was reading and hearing about what you were doing.
Yeah.
And every time I went to do something, I would think, because it was just a sort of image in my head of, well, you know, Anaiya did this. I'm inspired by her, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a
Yeah.
trust that builds up, and I totally hear what you're saying about this, because I'm ready. I'm shit scared.
Yeah.
Um,
We all are,
but
Liz. We all are.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
And you know, just to put it out there, because you know, let's not demystify what it is that's happening. There's a naked element to it.
yeah,
But the
yeah.
nakedness, it's not about, hello, check my body out. It's more like, hello, I present to you my vulnerability. I'm scared, stupid. I am extremely uncomfortable, but I personally want to be free to move in my body.
Mm.
So I present my nakedness as a sacred offering to my own letting go of guilt, shame, and remorse.
Yeah.
And here
Now, is this not easier for people? I've got a friend of mine. We're about to start a little business together, which I haven't spoken about yet. He's a businessman and he's also a naturist. And for him to be naked is very natural,
absolutely,
you
yes.
know? So
Yeah.
it's no big deal. Whereas for me, I was trying to explain that having had sons who wouldn't
Yeah.
even let me walk around the house with a bit of anything showing. I've got all the windows open. It's really noisy. Hang on one second. I'm going to shut the window. It's so hot. Is it hot in France?
Oh my God, look at my face. It's shining. Yes, it's hot.
Good.
It's hot. It's like 8:30 at night and still we're inside.
I know.
We can't come out till 9:00.
It's amazing. Incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so I've never really had the chance to kind of be naked. There's always been people around who haven't approved of it, you know, including my parents, and hating my body most of my life, and just now kind of actually feeling good about it. It
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be aging too much, which is pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So I feel kind of better about my body now than ever before. But then, of course, there's that whole like, and there's that, oh, there's so much I couldn't even begin where that whole shame thing comes in, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. And also when you sit in the sacred space of, you know, we and the sisters present are going to do some very deep work on the feminine, even if you personally are absolutely great with your body, because you're offering yourself to the collective, many unexpected and spontaneous things can come to you. You
I'm
know,
sure.
like today, I was absolutely right as rain, really, really A1 condition. And
You
because
look
I'm,
great, by the way. You look stunning. You look wonderful, radiant. Yeah.
but you know, even as I presented the work as the facilitator, always trying to be humble to the moment, I realized that my prayer today was to be able to be this affectionate to my mum. And even the uttering of those words just made me cry. Deep, because I just felt another layer of I don't want to say to my mum I love you. She knows I love her. I want to hold her, I want to touch her in a way that we do in Sacred Body Awakening.
This is
And
why, Anaiya, this is why I really love the work you do. I feel emotional, you know, I feel tearful. I did a radio interview this morning where I spoke about the book, and I suddenly felt very, very emotional because it suddenly felt very, very real.
yeah,
And what I've always got from you, and what I've got from you, you know, even more in the last 12 months, is your willingness to be so vulnerable and so real. And I've done so much authentic work over the last 3 years. And, you know, some of your videos you've done with, that noise, some of the videos you've done with Pete, for example, the one about taking the war out of the man. I mean, I've watched some of your videos and they have just opened me up as if I'm sitting in circle, like that kind of real kind of cracking your heart open, bare, naked, authentic truth,
yeah.
you know. Yeah, it's yeah, sorry, I'm not here to like do this, but I really, there's not many people that can touch, because I always think I'm really good at getting people present and touching that deep place. And you know, big respect to you, that some of those videos you've done are just amazing. Yeah. And so I totally get what you're saying about your mum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, how beautiful.
Mm.
And it was
Yeah,
your first wedding anniversary with Pete.
that's
Was
right.
it
Last week.
recently?
Woohoo!
Wow.
365 days. I did put
Congratulations.
365 days of wedded bliss on Facebook, but that's not entirely true. Obviously.
So are you doing more of these videos together? Are you doing more of this kind of?
Yes,
Mm,
we want to, but we got a bed and breakfast in the south of France, and my God, we have been every day we've had guests. And so that really,
fantastic.
yeah, well, yeah, it's been so popular this year. But of course, that keeps us busy doing that. We always say, "Oh, we got to do a video," and then the day passes.
I
Haven't
know.
done it.
I
Yeah,
know. I'm actually doing Airbnb, and this week I'm launching my book, and I've got people coming tomorrow, and I'm constantly like washing sheets, doing this, doing what. And this week's been manic, and
yeah.
I had about a zillion things to do today, and then I got a little ding on my phone saying someone's booked in tonight.
Oh,
Well,
I
I've already
know.
got people
I
to
know.
come.
We
Oh
get
my
those.
gosh, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So I get that. There's only so much we can actually do.
I just want to say how proud I am of you and your book.
Thank you.
Can't wait to actually handle a copy. How
Thank
exciting.
you. Thank you. And thank you so much for writing a testimonial, because I know I sent you an early copy of it. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
And the reason I'm doing these interviews is because of the book, and also because we've got an Awakening the Goddess festival in London.
Oh.
And I know that Samina wants to do more of this, so I hope that I expect you to be coming along to the next one.
Oh.
We'll have to get
Yes, yes,
you
yes,
over,
yes. Yeah,
fly
yeah,
you
yeah.
over. Yeah. Oh, so what's planned in the immediate future before we go? What have you got coming up?
Well, tomorrow, it looks like tomorrow I will finish my next book, which is Fierce, Fierce Feminine. One
Tomorrow.
woman's journey to find her authentic voice. This has been a 9-month baby, and I can't believe it finishes tomorrow, which is, of course, that great big lunar eclipse.
Oh wow! So you're going to
Yes,
finish writing the book tomorrow?
yes. The last, so it's not the edited piece, but
No.
it's the manuscript.
I love it. When
Uh,
I usually say to people, "What have you got coming up?" they go a sort of 3 months ahead, and you're saying, "Like tomorrow, I'm finishing writing my book." I love it.
and that should be out next spring, where I'm
Okay.
going to start doing some more, proactive touring again, but not too far from France.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
London, Spain, Ireland.
You usually go
Yeah,
to Glastonbury, I think, don't you? Are you normally in
yeah.
Glastonbury? Yeah.
Once
Yeah.
once a year, Glastonbury,
Yeah.
and
Cool.
back at the Wellbeing Festival, which is nice.
Okay.
See the old faithfuls.
Which
Yeah,
festival was that? The which festival?
the Wellbeing Festival used to
In
be Mind, Body, Spirit in London.
Okay. Oh, I'll have to try and get to that then. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a good one. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I'm sweating. We're both sweating like crazy. I can't see your sweat, but I'm feeling absolutely like whoa. So I'm eating frozen strawberries like a goddess does.
Yeah.
And I really want to get to your. I really want to get to your.
Yes.
It sounds amazing. I'll put the details of it below, because I think you've got a few spaces left, haven't you, for the August one?
Just no, not so much the August, but the September one now.
September one. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Well, I shall put the word out for you, and hopefully you'll get some more
Oh,
people coming, because
wonderful.
it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you
Please,
so
please,
much.
please come and see us. We
I'm
both
certainly
want
going to come and
to
see
see.
you. I am going to come and see you, and hopefully it will be for this. Is it a week? Is it a week's
Yes.
course? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
intention is set. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, Anaiya.
Thank you,
You're
Shakti.
very welcome. I'm Shakti now.
Yeah.
You've been calling me Liz Shakti.
Oh,
I love it. I answer to anything.
same here, Julie and Aya. It's all the same to me.
Exactly. Lots of love, darling, and hope to see you soon. Take care.
Yeah.
Thank you
Bye
so
bye.
much. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.